fact of the matter is, the souls that were here this week, they're not going to be here next week, and the souls that were here last week, some of the souls are not here this week. And this is the fact of life. And this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in the Quran, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ, that every soul shall taste death. And this is a reminder from me to you to be wary about death and to prepare ourselves for that, inshallah. The point of this discussion is of the hadith and an ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ وَتُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran that we have made you the best of nations, to enjoin good and to forbid evil, and to most importantly to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has made us the best of nations. Out of the countless nations that passed, with the countless lifespans that they've had, some of them reaching up to thousands of years, as we've known, the Prophet Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, he gave da'wah for 950 years. So he lived a very long time. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given that honor upon the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam to be the best of mankind. That's why He has given us the honor, the privilege and the benefit to be the first people to enter Jannah with Him. Even though we are the last of the ummahs, we will be the first one to enter Jannah. And this is the ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And among the ni'mats that come with it, comes the duty, comes the responsibility. That responsibility and that duty upon all of us here sitting, and all of us at home, and all of us wherever we may be, is تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ, to enjoin good and to forbid evil, to the best of our abilities, to enjoin good and to forbid evil. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made that upon us a responsibility. And if we as Muslims who say La ilaha illallah cannot fulfill that responsibility, then we are not among those who are the best of the nations. For that is an honor given to those solely for those who enjoyed good, forbid evil, and most importantly, وَتُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ, believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For that in itself is the greatest ni'mah, to be an abd of Allah, a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That goes back to the hadith, إِنَّمَا أَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّةِ, that every single deed has an intention. That every single thing you do has an intention. And if that intention isn't solely for the purpose of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then that deed in itself is worthless and not worth anything in the sight of Allah. There was this hadith about a person who would come on the day of resurrection with a mountain. He would come and he would give charity the size of Mount Uhud. But at the end of the day, that charity did not have any benefit because it wasn't solely for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He had other intentions to it. But it was also said in the same hadith that if a person were to give a piece of a date, then that person would get more reward than the person who gave charity the size of Mount Uhud. And this is from the ni'mas of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that if we truly put our effort and our intentions to the things we do solely for the purpose of Allah, then we would truly be kuntum khayra ummatin, the best among the nations. And ni'mah in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed among us. And to conclude, I ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us the ability to be able to fulfill our duties, solely for the pleasure of Allah, and to be able to enjoy the good and forbid evil, and to most importantly to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.